up for a football game. The senior doesn't don the pads anymore, but he's still a teammate and contributor to the Dons' success.
This young man is the most courageous kid I know.
He's definitely an inspiration for us to go through whatever struggles we're going through, whether that be on the field or off the field.
Bryson played football and baseball at Cathedral his freshman year. A talented catcher, he earned a spot on Team USA baseball. But just before his sophomore season, he experienced headaches that were so severe, he missed workouts leading up to Team USA's trip to Japan.
Dad took me to the hospital and they just sat me in the room, and it was like 2 o'clock in the morning, diagnosed with medulloblastoma, and they finally just said, we gotta do surgery at 6 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, what? And then they're like, you have cancer. And I'm like, yeah, that's fine, just like sew me up, because I mean, we got a plane to catch on Thursday.
Bryson would not make that flight. Following the sudden surgery, his brain tumor required chemotherapy treatments at Rady's Children's Hospital. The popular sophomore battled. At one point, the tumor was gone. But it returned. His friends were asked to report to the school's bleachers in red shirts to show their support. Bryson, in the white shirt, was stunned as the bleachers filled and filled with those who considered Bryson a friend.
There's about 1,600 kids, and I mean, they all put their hands over me like that over my head, and I just prayed, and I think that really actually worked. The feeling was weird. It's kind of like when you put on like warm clothes in the dryer, out of the dryer and stuff like that. It's just your body gets kind of warm, and it feels good.
Bryson truly believes, and I do too, that the day that the Cathedral put the entire students and staff up there and prayed for him when he got the horrible news that it looked like his cancer was back, he believes that day he was saved.
I said, I'm done. I said, I'm good. So I am good.
3 weeks later, we went back to the hospital. They did another MRI, and the enhancement, they call it, had shrunk, which they'd never seen. The doctors couldn't explain it. They just say it's a miracle, and you kind of know what it was.
What size?
Now, cancer-free, Bryson's experience at Rady's Children's Hospital inspired him to raise funds for those still battling.
If you walk down, I mean, the oncology floor at the hospital, and you see all these children fighting and going through pain, and they just want to be cancer-free. And so we're selling these t-shirts to help the researchers find a cure for cancer, so those kids can be cancer-free.
What is a team? What's a family? This member of the Dons can't find the words to explain, but he knows he has both at Cathedral Catholic High.
How we saw him, go through the struggles that he had, just really put in perspective how blessed we are and how lucky we are that we get to come out and play the game. And it just makes you realize that, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you got to play it every day like it can be taken from you.
I don't put the pads on and stuff and the helmet on, but putting the jersey on really makes me feel included. It's a family, so it's a family. I wouldn't be alive if I wasn't for Cathedral.
Pretty impressive stuff. I do have one story about Bryson that he's not aware I'm going to share. I had the luxury of calling Bryson to let him know he won the award, and we gave him a lot of information. Not only is he being honored today, he'll be honored tomorrow night at the SDCCU Holiday Bowl on the field during the game. So he has all of this information that he's gathering, and you can tell he probably has a few questions, so I kind of give him the whole run of the show and say, do you have any questions? And the whole time he'd been so gracious, so thankful. And then finally, somewhat sheepishly, he says, I do have one question. You keep saying Dr. Pepper is going to present the award. I don't want to be embarrassed. Is Dr. Pepper a man or a woman? And this was all over the phone, and I did not have the luxury of seeing Bryson's face. So I said, I'm so sorry. I didn't explain this enough. Dr. Pepper is one of our biggest partners. They're corporate. And before I could even get it out of my mouth, Bryson cuts me off and says, man, I'm just playing with you. He's got a good sense of humor. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2017 Dr. Pepper Most Inspirational Player, Bryce Newman.
All right, so first I would like to thank Dr. Pepper and the Holiday Bowl and all the sponsors for this incredible honor. Next, I would like to thank my friends, my teammates, and my family for all the love and support they've given to me. I would like to thank the Cathedral Catholic community along with President LaPerry and Principal Calkins and Ann Major. Without their support, I don't know where I would be and what I'd be doing today. And lastly, a special thanks to Coach Doyle and Coach Filipponi and all the football staff, and Coach Remiker, Coach Ryder, and Coach DeVille for continuing to push me to not give up. Thank you, and good luck to Michigan State and Washington State in the game tomorrow.
Now, we told Bryson that he was going to be recognized today and tomorrow at the game, but there's a little bit more coming Bryson's way. Bryson, Mike Gutke of Dr. Pepper is here today to present you with a very special award.
All right, Bryce, we talked a little bit before, but there's not much more to say when you look at the video. You're truly an inspiration, not only what you've gone through, but now what you're going to do in the future and helping other kids that have had similar situations like you. We couldn't be more honored to give you some scholarship money to help you further your career. It says $2,000 on this check, but at Dr. Pepper, on behalf of our bottlers, we're going to make that $4,000. So erase that. We'll mark that off with a Sharpie, and then I think some other people want to add to that. Congratulations.
I would love to tell you to go sit down and enjoy the program, Bryson, but there's someone else up here. Before you sit down, Drew Jordan of the local Kiwanis Club also has a presentation.
Hi, and the Holiday Bowl prohibits me from speaking because I get choked up about these players. They're really special kids. But on behalf of the foundation of the San Diego Kiwanis Club, Bryson, we would like to present you with an additional scholarship of $1,000.
All right, Bryson, there is one more group. There's another member in our audience today who was impressed with Bryson's story. Please welcome from LM Capital Group, John Chalker, Denise Madruga, and Rachel Wilson.
Bryson, your story is very inspirational to us. And in football, of course, piling on is a penalty. But when it comes to scholarship money, we think piling on is an award. So on behalf of the LM Capital Management team, I'd like to present to you this check for an additional $2,000 to help you with your education.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, let's give it up for the Dr. Pepper Most Inspirational Player, Bryce Newman.
Well, I think that's a good way to get us into lunch. Enjoy your lunch. We'll be back in a little bit.